Battlefield has always been known for its epic scale and unforgettable moments. But what if I told you the next game could completely redefine the franchise? Now, rumors are swirling, leaks are spilling, and EA is assembling a dream team to make it all happen. Could this be the game that finally puts Battlefield back on the map? Let's dive in. Now, the next Battlefield game could be the franchise's biggest shift in years. If the rumors and reports are to be believed, EA has pulled together an impressive team of studios. The game is rumored to blend Battlefield's classic roots with fresh ideas, but as always, we're waiting for official confirmation and hopefully some kind of reveal sometime soon. So let's break down everything we know about the next Battlefield. So EA has reportedly assembled the largest development team in Battlefield history. I'm guessing, considering all the problems that they've had, they're needing this next game to be a gigantic success. So alongside DICE, we've now added Criterion, Motive Studios, and Ripple Effect, all contributing in different and unique ways. And overseeing all of it is Vince Zampella, who played a key role in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Apex Legends. With so much talent involved, there's reason to be optimistic, but also cautious. This game very much could suffer from the too many cooks in the kitchen problem. On the multiplayer side, DICE is reportedly moving away from the 128-player lobbies and scaling things back to a more traditional 64-player format, more like what we saw in Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4 close quarters maps. Scaling back to a 64-player lobby might actually seem like a step backwards for some of you that actually enjoy the running simulators of recent history.
This game is so good.
But this is a gigantic win for traditional Battlefield fans. Tom Henderson of Insider Gaming claims that not only will there be 45 weapons at launch, but there's also going to be a hefty 10 multiplayer maps. Now, by comparison, 2042 only launched with 22 guns and 7 maps, and supposedly these new maps are going to be redesigned and heavily detailed to emphasize dense and well thought out play spaces. There's also talk of Battlefield returning to its classic 4-role class system, so we're talking about the Assault, Support, Engineer, and Recon classes. If that's true, it'll bring back the team-based dynamics that longtime fans have been asking for, and we can all try and forget this stupid crap.
Oh man, look at all the super tactical outfits.
Now, the campaign is being headed up by Motive Studios. It's set to focus on NATO versus PMC, or private military company for those of you not in the know. Now, this is supposed to be a conflict set between 2027 and 2030. With everything going on in Ukraine right now, the modern battlefield is shifting, and I'm wondering if drone technology will play a significant role in this some way.
Well, that's terrifying.
Now, a NATO versus PMC conflict makes sense because the developers probably feel that it's too risky to pit two nations against each other right now, given the current geopolitical climate. Imagine a NATO versus Russian conflict actually happening in the real world, and here you are sitting on your couch in the middle of Illinois killing Russians. But on a lighter note, there's also whispers that this is a soft reboot for the franchise, aiming for a more timeless feel. Criterion is rumored to be assisting on the campaign as well, but that really hasn't been officially confirmed by EA as of yet. Then there's Ripple Effect, formerly DICE LA, or DICE Los Angeles. They're reportedly working on a brand new experience for Battlefield, and while details around their involvement are pretty scarce, they were responsible for the Portal mode in 2042, so it could be something like that, something experimental, or maybe we're looking at the possibility of co-op missions or something new. Now, for those of you that are massive Battle Royale fans, another big rumor making the rounds is that there's going to be a free-to-play Battle Royale mode in development. Insider report from Inside Gaming suggests it's going to feature a tropical setting and it's aiming to compete with Warzone. Now, with Warzone, Apex Legends, and Fortnite all kind of dominating the Battle Royale scene, a Battlefield Battle Royale could be a risky move considering it didn't work once already. But if they nail it this time, it could be a godsend for those of us that enjoy BRs but absolutely hate Call of Duty, Fortnite, and Apex Legends. Raise your hand in the comments if that's you. Now, the other thing they're talking about bringing back is caliber-based destruction. Now, this is one of the gameplay elements that built the Battlefield series, and the recent iterations of, quote, destruction in Battlefield games has been nothing short of atrocious. To give us the kind of map-shaping destruction that we had in Bad Company games leading into BF3 and BF4, and then downgrade us to this garbage is just gross, and somebody needs to be fired. Now, I'm just going to say it. Anything short of a modern improvement on what we had in older games as far as destruction goes is a big fail, in my opinion. Now, there is hope. About a year ago, there was a job posting for a visual effects artist that is capable of putting out the, quote, most realistic destruction effects in the industry. Now, this job posting was from none other than Ripple Effect, so fingers crossed. Now, some additional details. EA has stated that the game is releasing this year, though we don't have a specific date yet. There's also speculation that it could launch on the rumored Nintendo Switch 2. Now, that feels more like a long shot for a game of this scale. I can't really imagine the kind of experience Battlefield games offer would work well on a Nintendo, but hey, if they can pull it off, good for them. Just don't let it impede on the development of the game on any other system, please and thank you. Overall, the game seems to be leaning into that more traditional Battlefield experience and reintroducing more grounded modern elements. If you look at this screenshot that I'm putting up here, this was dropped by EA and DICE not that long ago, kind of giving us an inside glimpse of the aesthetic they're going for as far as the modern warfare element. You can really see that here in the screenshot. Navy ship out on the water. You can see the helicopters flying by in the background, missiles shooting up in the sky. There's some kind of drone UI element on the screen here, so it's definitely modern, so we can put any doubts to the contrary to rest. Now, there's also been some vague information about a community program sometime in 2025. I'm guessing this is going to be some kind of playtest like a beta, which would not at all surprise me if there's one or more of these, considering EA's history of shaky launches. Not even talking about strictly Battlefield games, EA tends to screw up everything they put their dirty little fingers on, so I'm hoping that this goes a lot smoother. We're also really scraping the bottom of the barrel with this information, but apparently EA Productions Incorporated put out a casting call for a Slavic woman to play a character named Rosanda. According to the casting ad, the actor needs to be of Croatian or Bosnian or Serbian background with an authentic accent, preferably in her late 20s or mid 30s. It does go on to say that this Rosanda character is a special forces operator. Apparently, she's always been an outcast of a child of two different ethnic backgrounds in Croatia. She's a tactician of remarkable mental and physical courage. She commands respect and attention, and she can be impatient, and apparently she also despises weakness. So she's a very strong, independent female character, definitely something we have a massive shortage of in 2025. The casting call is for a project called Timeless Fields and is apparently an action-adventure military-themed game. As far as we know, there isn't really any other game in the EA pipeline that would match the description of that. A lot of people are assuming that it's going to be the next Battlefield game that this casting call is for. But other than that, I mean, it's dry as a bone in the leak department. I'm sure that's going to change here very soon if EA is actually planning on rolling out Battlefield this year. So if anything of any significance drops anytime soon, I will absolutely keep y'all in the know. It's one of the few games I'm actually looking forward to playing this year, or more likely next year. But I want to know what y'all think. Are you guys excited about Battlefield? Are you not excited about Battlefield? Do you hate Battlefield now? I know I was on that boat for a little while, but I'm actually kind of optimistic now. But let me know in the comments, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to stay in the loop. Together, we'll conquer all the clickbait and make YouTube great again. Thanks again for watching, and I'll be back.
Zigzag. Oh, shit. I quit.